Hey, it's Kevin George here. Welcome back to the pasthisprime YouTube channel and welcome back to Gloomhaven. So between videos I did as I said I would, and I did that side mission and I did it successfully. Once you sort of know what you're doing and you prepare well, plan, because you know what can and can't be done, it's actually wasn't too bad. So that is one advantage to this game when you play quests over and over again. If you get to know them, you can sort of plan ahead and plan your cards, your moves, all that sort of stuff. So it's a great mission to do if you want to get XP and things like that. Not great for gold. At the end of it, we did win some XP. I don't think we won any gold, but we won maybe perk point. I don't know. But we did win an item as well. Now, true fashion of the story, I probably should have given the item to the hatchet, but I didn't because of what was in their hand already. So I actually gave it to the Red Devil. And you can see we got a barbed axe. During the attack, add wound to the entire attack action. So the main reason I gave it to him was because he did have a spare hand, whereas the hatchet already has a full hand technically. But you know, it would have been nice to give it to the hatchet just for story's sake, since he did win it. But you know, whatever. What we did get is we also have a few people leveling up, and you've also got a perk point. He also got a perk point, so we can use that. Okay, let's have a look what we got. Okay, you don't have a... So we can remove 40, no. Remove 2 -1s. That's nice. Remove 1 -2 and 1 +1. No, I don't like that. Okay, I'm going to go with the remove -2 -1 cards. Getting rid of -1s is probably the best idea here. Alright, and now we're going to level up because they all did level up. So it's a good one for XP. Alright, and we're going to see what we get. Right, we got attack 4, range 2. Move 5, loot each hex you enter with this movement. That's a burn. Okay, or we got shield 1, pull 1, range 2. All adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. Then you got a move 2, attack 1, wound. Okay. So all we're doing is doing a shield and then pulling. All adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. So if you pull them in, they would suffer a damage. You would also get a shield. But that is an attack 4, range 2. I mean, the way I play, that would be good, but it's not. The initiative's not really great. So that is just an attack 1 on the bottom, wound. But if you add the thing, you can also get a move 2. I think I'd have to take the harvest sickle. The way I play, I don't know. Now, what if we want to add that? What would we take away? I'm just looking for something that I don't use very often, if at all. It's going to move 4. It's going to attack on the bottom. It's got a heal. I'm not sure I really use it, but it's got a heal. I hate when there's so many options. Look, I'm not sure I really use that one much, but it could be a burn. Shield one. The problem is things with the move. Attack 2, target all. No, I use that sometimes. I don't know, if I didn't want to heal, I would have probably said I don't use that one much. Well, let's turn it off. Let's go with that. Why are you still highlighted? Have I got... Oh, I've got 2 points. Really? Well, then I'll remove another 2. Why is that? Did I get it for leveling up or something? Right, give and take. Poison, target self, or one ally within range 2. Bless and strengthen. Target a different ally within range 3, for God's sakes. Oh, they get more complicated every time. One ally within range 3 may perform an attack for target 2, muddle. Move 3, muddle, range. I'm thinking crushing cold. Okay. But would I swap something? What was that one? One ally within range 3 may perform an attack 4. That is a burn, though. That's not a burn. I was going to say I would probably go with that one, but that's got a low initiative. We probably need a low initiative occasionally. Let's get rid of it anyway. Okay, so you do get a perk point each time with the level. Alright, so we've already done your remove, so we can remove one -2 card. Or replace one with a +0 heal. Remove one -2 card. Yep, let's do that. Alright, Mr. Hatchet. Your turn. Okay, repeat shot. Attack 3, range 3, add +2 attack and gain 1 if the target has your favorite. Attack 5, range 3. Ricochet. Attack 2, range 3, attack 2. Target a different enemy within range 2 of the target of the previous attack ability. Or on the next 4 attacks, when possible, one enemy adjacent to the target suffers 2 damage. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Why is it called a repeat shot? I think I'm going to go repeat shot. Alright, what have we got here that we could get rid of? That's not the best card. I mean... I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And we'll add that one. Right, and your perk point. So you do have the negative. You don't even have the option to remove that. Alright, I guess we're going straight for that then. And lucky last. Attack 2 stun. Move 4. This movement is unaffected by difficult terrain. On your next 4 attacks, targeting enemies adjacent to a wall, add +2 attack. Move 3 jump. Each time you enter a hex containing an obstacle with this movement, destroy that obstacle and add +1 move. All enemies move through suffer +1 damage. I think for simplicity, I would just go straight with robotic enhancement. Alright, now, I don't think I ever really used the lob charge. I mean, I probably should, but I don't think I do. I mean, that's not a bad one either. So let's get rid of lob charge. Let's add that. Let's check that other one. Hang on, level. Attack 3, add 3 and gain 1 if the target is an object with health. Add +1 attack to all your melee attacks this round. Knockout is pretty good. I think we'll just leave it there. All right. Okay, we're just gonna go with the remove 2 -1s. All done. All right, well that took a lot of time. So let's go and do the next story, the Black Ship. Okay, encounter. You enter the Sleeping Lion and find Zane, a local barmate who always seems down on his luck for one reason or another. Sitting at the counter, the barkeep has just refused to bring him another drink until he pays off his tab, but Zane perks up when he sees you approach. Oh, perfect. It's you lot. Seems like this is as good a time as any to cash in on that drink you all owe me. What do you say? You don't remember owing him a drink. In fact, you're pretty sure he was supposed to buy your next round after you helped clear an imp out of his garden. It's one drink, no need to kick the guy when he's down, buy it for him. Remind Zane of the actual score. I'm going to remind him of the score. You list off the reasons you don't owe Zane a drink. The time you unglued him from the city walls. The time you delivered his box of vipers to the dockyard. The time he accidentally trapped a demon in his belt buckle. The time you broke up a fight between him and a rock he thought was a Savus. The time you had to wean him off stamina potions. The time you had to wean him off major stamina potions. And the time you removed the Harrower hive from his kitchen that turned out to be ants from a dropped pie. You sigh, then buy him a drink anyway. Oh, good on you. -5 collective gold. So does that mean we're going to end up there anyway? Why would you pay 2? I don't know.
After getting your fill of stew and plenty of rest at the Sleeping Lion, you start off early in the morning. The first order of business is looking for information on someone named Roland, who seems to be making a trade out of buying fresh corpses. You'd like to know why. It's slow going at first, but you eventually find a pair of vermlings down in the sinking market who seem overly interested in cadaver disposal. After some rough persuasion, they cough up that they too are being paid by a man named Roland to deliver bodies. They even give you the drop-off location, some derelict ship at the old docks. You head down to the pier and look around. It doesn't take long to spot the suspicious vessel. Not only is it leaking some vile black liquid from the hull, but there are 2 men wearing red robes standing guard outside on the dock. After staking them out for a few hours, you are relieved when they head inside the ship. Time to quietly follow and see what's up.
Okay, Roland is key to the disappearances. Time to start asking around town about him. Cool. Kill all enemies in all rooms. Got a giant viper. Well, at least a giant viper. Some hounds. And a zealot. Unclaimed. We've got a treasure chest. Alright, what are we going for? Suffer damage from an attack the same round you long rest. End each of your turns adjacent to any of your allies. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. I don't think he'll be getting a perk point this time unless I really, really try for it, because that's annoying. Collect 1 or more money tokens by performing a loot action while you are adjacent to 2 or more monsters. Kill 3 or fewer monsters during the scenario. Alright, we'll go with that one. Perform 2 actions with burn icons before your first rest. Open a door and end your same turn in the revealed room. Okay, we'll try that. Gain 7 or fewer experience points during the scenario, or loot a chest during the scenario. Oh, we'll go with the chest, because there is a chest. But I'm not feeling confident about all the perk points, that's for sure.
It seems as if your stakeout wasn't as successful as you'd thought. The robed men are ready and waiting for you. Looks like getting to the bottom of this is going to require cracking a few more skulls.
You're not joking. What are we going to have? Is that going to be a room and then a room? Or have we even got another room? I don't know. Depends how narrow these rooms are, I guess. Alright, let's look at Okay. So we are standing right there, so we could go for double. Sort of like, okay, you could do that bottom one. Now, is that a wall? I reckon it's a wall. I could be wrong, but I reckon it's a wall. Alright, we're going to throw the favourite. Probably makes sense too. Doesn't really leave me a great option though, does it? Oh, it doesn't at all. Damn it. There's just nothing in the bottom. Alright, maybe we don't do that then. We could do that one. Let's go with that. Now, we could move you out of the way if I need to do something closer. Now, do you have a range? Okay, you have that one. Alright, we could do that as a move. Okay, what did I go attack to? Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to move you there. I'm going to move you there. And then you are going to do... One ally within range 2 may perform an attack 3. Assuming we may get hit, we could do a heal on the bottom. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Move 5, attack 2, add 2 if the target is adjacent to any of the Hound's allies. Okay, move 3, attack 2. Oh, that's right, we've got those as well, don't we? Okay. So, do I want to pull? How would that help me? not sure it does, but then I'm not sure it doesn't. So we'll pull him anyway. Alright, let's skip the pull on you. Okay. I actually can't get past. Oh, I can if I jump. Do I want to though? You know what? I'm not gonna. Alright, Mr. Hatchet. What are we gonna do? I guess. Hang on. Who's better? He does go next, right? The wolf was already gone. So I think he is probably the best one to hit. We don't have the wind. Well, that didn't really help much. So, there's definitely a wall. Well, I was lucky for that. And you should be able to loot. Oh, nice. Okay, so when ally within range 2 may perform an attack 3. Alright, I'm tempted to get rid of the wolf. And then we'll give you a heal. Alright, so now attack 2 and a stun would work. And then that's an obstacle, right? Move 3, destroy 1 adjacent obstacle to create 2. No. Move 2, if you are adjacent to a wall, create 1 single hex obstacle. Move 3. 1, 2, 3. That would work. That was which one? That one. Okay, Mr. Hatchet. Right. Okay, none of you your favorite, so let's go with that one. We'll try that. Okay, now you are going to... All adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. Salute. You could do an attack 2 on the bottom there. We'll try that. Okay, we'll just take that bottom one. Alright, let's see what we do with that. So, attack 4, range 3. Alright, we'll end the turn. Damn it, I didn't plan that well, did I? If I do that, if I had boots... Didn't really need the loot, but... Let's just do that. Skip the movement. Okay, so we'll end that turn. Destroy one. That's right. Right, so we're gonna... Or I could... What have you got? You've got an attack, move, muddle. Okay, hang on. If I do that, and I go there... Right, we destroy that. I now get blessed. Get an XP. Now... Oh man, even though I was blessed, I still got a miss. So you're stunned, you're not. So I could use the dark, which I will do. And still didn't work out. No, we'll muddle you. Alrighty, okay, what have we got left? We got attack 3. Or actually, if you did that, you could use fire. Right, let's, yeah, we'll go with that. I'm not really sure who's going to do what. Alright, so you could hit that guy with the bottom move. Go with that one. I'm not sure with you. I mean, we could go later. No, I want that. Alright, and then build 2, range 2. Not really in range, but we could move first. Okay, let's do that. Move 3, attack 2. Right, now what was I thinking? I was thinking this, wasn't I? Alright, and then that's not gonna work because he's too far away. Skip the attack. Let's save that. Alright, it's in the fire. Right, so this is where it gets like, do you open the door or do we just get the gold? So we do still have a few cards, don't we?
You burst into the cargo hold, and a foul smell hits you in the face. A river of sticky black liquid flows through the ship, pouring between the various cracks in the hull. The source appears to be beyond the far door, but first you'll have to fight your way past more ruffians and their pets.
Right. So I could go back. So this is the chest. Alright, so Hatchet's turn here, so we've got... I don't need the heal. So you got attack 2, range 3, heal 2, target 1 ally adjacent to the target of the attack. Damn it! Alright, so we got a few vipers. So I can heal. Oh, a heal. Okay, yeah. Forgot it was 2 of them. I don't want to burn. Okay, let's do that. Enjoy. Right, well, they're a little trapped now, aren't they? That's fine. Alright, so we are going to... So you're supposed to suffer damage from an attack the same round you long rest. Well, you could definitely do both of those. You're adjacent to somebody, but you don't have to hit that one. But you could do the implode. We do have the... whatever that is. Earth. This is the move 2. Now. Ah, that would work nicely. Oh, both would have. Damn it. Maybe I'll just pick that and we'll just do a standard move if need be. And then you are going to do what? Force all enemies within range 3 to perform attack 2. That's a burn, we know that. We could do that, but that would poison you. Well, you gotta attack. It's an attack on the top. What would we do on the bottom? Right, we'll see what happens. Oh my god, we got so many things. Move 2, attack 2, immobilize. Move 4, attack 2, immobilize. Jeez. Oh, they're gonna go first too, which means we can't move. Move 3, jump, attack 1. Move 2, attack 3. Okay. So I was going to do that. Now we could do the wound, but that will burn it. Well, that's pretty nice. The only problem is... So we better leave room for you to move. So if I'm going to get you to move, I think I'll get you to just move here. Now, I could heal him, but again, is it just too early? Alright, let's just give it a moment. Alright. Oh, and you can't attack either. I would have to move. Don't really want to. Do we burn? Okay. Targeting an enemy of your choice adjacent to them with you controlling the actions. Range 4. So if I get you... You move 3. Skip the movement. No, just hit this guy in front. Okay, that works. Oh, you were supposed to hit 2. Ah, man. If I do that... No, there's not enough. Alright, we're just going to do that, and then I'm just going to do a standard move. I'm immobilized, so it doesn't matter. Alright, and then you, so what I'm going to do, I need to do that. So I'm going to move you to there, skip the movement, and then you're going to do that. You're going to attack, sorry, add the earth, and go. Right, so, still talking about you needing to get attacked. Do we just go for broke with what we've got and see what happens? You can't, but what do you got? Looted chest. So you can short rest. If you long rest, you get your boots back. Right, now it all depends if you move, doesn't it? Now, do you call them adjacent to a wall? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can get through them though, that's the only problem. Take 1 loot, no, because you're not close enough. Move 2, move 3. Unaffected by difficult terrain. No, I'm sort of thinking that. I'm not sure. It could be, but you can go invisible and that way we'd block. Wondering whether a long rest. You get some health. Open a door and end your turn in the revealed room. Damn it, I forgot to get you to open the door. But then you have to end your turn in there, which you couldn't have done here anyway. I mean, you could do your favorite. but that would burn a card. Alright, I think I'm going to long rest. Force all enemies within range 3 to perform an attack 2, targeting enemies of your choice adjacent to them. Oh, do we risk burning another card? Or you do a big heal with a poison. Could do the disarm. So that's the top. Then you've got okay, I don't really know what I'm doing now. Move 3, attack 2, move 3, jump, attack 1, poison. Move 1, attack 4. Right, so you're going first. So if we do that one first, right? Okay, we do that. Then we move here. Skip the movement. Alright, we go invisible. End the turn. You grab the gold. Hound's turn. Where? Oh, there is a hound. Couldn't see him there. Alright, now. You can't do that. Alright, so we've got attack 1. Move to attack 1, range 3. So you can add the fire. Had to be a ×2 that one, didn't it? Now, if I add a jump, it's of no value. So we move there, we skip the next one. Then I add this. Let's go for the Viper. Well, that was a good choice. And then... I mean, I could get in there, but then it's a bit silly, isn't it? Because I get attacked. So let's skip the movement. Forgot there were so many vipers. Okay, and then you were going to... I don't really know, actually. I mean, we'll disarm him. Can't really move him. And then you got to move for... Skip the movement, end the turn. And we got the hatchet. Alright, so you're going to perform the long rest. Alright, and you're going to pick which card? Probably retrieval. Now you've got all your cards, so that's fine. Now, if you long rested, would you... The question is, would you get attacked? Alright, so you obviously have a lot of things around you. I mean, you had to burn. If you landed there, that's the top. You could go bottom with that. Now going late sort of stops them, right? I mean, they can't move forward. I mean, they could hit me from a distance, but they can't get me otherwise. Okay, so we're looking for distance shots here. 3 is a better one. Okay, I could do a move 3, heal 1. To heal myself. That'd work. Okay, I'm gonna try for the long rest. I'm gonna go a short rest with you. Okay, so I could heal myself or the other guy. Well, that's a 5. Hang on. Just give the poison. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a burn. Yeah, I don't want to burn anymore right now. Okay, let's go for the heal. That's the top, but then what happens on the bottom? Force one enemy within range 3, not to burn. Could do a stun. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Move 3 muddle. Move 1, attack 1, immobilize, attack 1. Move 2, attack 2. Oh, God. Okay. So many options. Hound's turn. Vipers. Nothing. Okay, so we were going to do that now. Okay, well, he's disarmed. Okay, and now if you do that, okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about stunning. So I could ignore the curse, but is there any point? Yeah, let's ignore the curse. Why not? I'm already going to give myself poison in a minute. Okay, so if I... I'll do that, and then that gives me an attack for, which is I mean, it would be good to get rid of the vipers. Okay, well, I guess we're going to use that then, aren't we? And then we will loot. And you are long resting. And it blew up in my face because we did not get attacked. Looking for my least used. I mean, that one's a burn with a move attack too. We'll go with Desert Knight. Alright, so I think we will call it there for this video. So if you like the channel and you want to support it further, check the description below. There's a link to a Patreon site and a link to a virtual coffee site. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out immensely and I really do appreciate the support. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of this quest. Have you done it? How did you go? What's your thoughts, opinions? If you want to give me advice, tips, anything like that, if you see that I'm doing things, you know, wrong or could be done better, any of that sort of stuff, let me know your thoughts. Also, let me know your thoughts of what you want to see from the game. Do you want to see more of this game, less of this game, none at all of this game? Let me know your thoughts on that so I can, you know, have some idea of what to do on the channel and that sort of thing. If you want to suggest games, anything like that, feel free to put it in the comments. I read all the comments and answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.